Long before a politician drafts a policy or a king issues a decree, the physical topography of the land has established the rules of the game. Historical uprisings are frequently rooted in physical pressure. While they appear to be clashes over political ideas, many are triggered by the direct strain of a failing environment. When rainfall fails, soil becomes exhausted, or local resources are extracted without local benefit, the resulting economic distress converts into social anger. Geography acts as the engine behind this process, quietly setting the conditions for a nation's stability or its internal conflict. For a democracy, this creates a complex requirement. A government must account for the specific physical needs of the land as much as the demands of the people who live there. A Himalayan state requires heavy investment in landslide management and slope-stabilized roads. A coastal state, by contrast, relies on cyclone warning systems and specialized port infrastructure to survive. Maintaining power across these vast, diverse landscapes depends directly on mastering 5 geographic systems: location, landforms, water, climate, and resources. Understanding these forces is the prerequisite for regional planning and national security. Location defines a region's power through its proximity to trade routes, its ease of defense, and its access to global logistics. Mumbai draws its strength from its deep-water harbor and maritime trade routes. Delhi's influence, conversely, comes from its position as a central land-based junction, connecting the massive populations of the northern interior. Landforms represent the physical shapes that dictate human settlement. These features determine where a population can expand and where a military can hold a border. The Himalayas serve as both a climate barrier and the source of major river networks. Below them, the Gangetic Plains provide the flat, alluvial soil necessary to support some of the highest population densities on Earth. Elevated plateaus often contain the bulk of a nation's industrial minerals, while arid deserts force communities to develop specialized water conservation technologies and renewable energy systems. These static features establish the foundation of the board, indicating where cities will grow and where economies have the physical capacity to thrive. Beyond the static board are volatile systems. Rivers are the requirement for large-scale irrigation and hydropower, but they also act as vectors for soil erosion, seasonal flooding, and interstate water disputes. The Indian monsoon is a critical seasonal supply chain, measured by precise scientific markers. To officially declare its onset, the IMD requires exactly 2.5 millimeters of consecutive rainfall across specific stations and a maintained wind field speed of 15 to 20 knots. These climate systems create sharp regional differences. A slight shift in wind patterns leaves Rajasthan managing arid conditions, while delivering the rainfall that sustains the agriculture of the Northeast. Finally, there are natural resources: the coal, iron ore, and specialized soils that form the raw material of civilization. These determine a region's industrial capacity and energy security. Managing these 3 volatile systems, water, climate, and resources, determines a nation's capacity for industrial growth and its resilience against environmental shocks. Geography provides raw material, but human policy determines the outcome. Whether a geographic feature becomes a development asset or a risk depends on governance. In Punjab, the engineering of fertile plains led to massive agricultural output. However, the decision to prioritize water-intensive crops has resulted in significant groundwater depletion. Mumbai used its coastal location to become a center for trade and finance, yet the choice to build over natural drainage systems leaves the city vulnerable to flooding during the monsoon. Jharkhand provides the minerals that power national industry, but the management of these resources involves balancing that output against the local displacement and environmental impact in mining regions. History records what people did, and civics decides who has the power to act. But geography sets the operating conditions, risks, and opportunities under which all those decisions are made.